Hello students and welcome to World History Videocast Screening. Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to take notes. Most of y'all are new to using computers or at least using your PBS Sign laptops. So for my class, the best way to take notes is on OneNote. You might be familiar with this program or you might not. So I'm going to go ahead and get you started. First off, you want to go to the Start menu down here. You click on the Start menu, and if OneNote is not already showing up here, you can always search through all programs and files in the search button key. So we'll just type in OneNote, and it will pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the program. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and create a new notebook specifically for world history. You click here. Then you're going to go to add a new notebook, and then you're going to save it to this computer, and you're going to title it World History. You might want to even put the year that you took it. You click Create Notebook. Okay, I already have one. Okay, click Create Notebook. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit about what these tabs mean. In these sections, you're going to need to title those the chapter titles. So we'll put Chapter 1 because that's going to be the first chapter that we talk about. And the way that you add new chapters is by clicking the plus button right here. And then you type in Chapter 2. Okay, so now the way that my chapters are broken up, and they're divided into sections, somewhere between 2 to 4 sections at a time. Where you want to divide your sections is right here by adding new pages. Okay, so we're going to click Add Page. Well, first off, we're going to title this page. We're going to title this page the title of the very first section, which is... Oh, if you ever want to split your screens, you just drag it all the way to the right. And if you have another program that you want it to look at simultaneously, you'll drag it to the opposite side, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and see what the title of the first two sections are. Okay, the first section is going to be called Early Humans. And the next section is going to be called the Neolithic Revolution. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to the first section. You always want to work with bullet points or numbers. You either want to organize your notes by numbering it or by bullet points. I honestly suggest bullet points. So what you would do, your notes are always divided into sections, and then there are subsections. And those subsections have notes. So let me give you an example. So the very first slide will be the first subsection is called Before History. You're going to want to write that subsection down like this. If you're real crazy, you might want to bold this. But you never want to get behind in taking notes. You always want to, you can do that. You can bold things and underline things, italicize things later on. But in class, you want to keep writing and you want to write fast. Okay, so you want to make sure you move this bullet point over. The way you do that is by clicking the Tab button. It can be found at the top left corner of your keyboard. And so everybody click Tab. And then that's when you want to begin your notes. So we'll write in prehistory is the time before writing was developed. Now, when the teacher is talking, she'll give you the time to write down what's being said right here, and then she'll probably elaborate on it. So, for instance, she might say that historians rely on documents to create a history or story about what happened in the past. So you might want to say something like that. Now, that won't be written on the PowerPoint, but she might say that while lecturing. So you would want to write those things down. Now, a lot of times the teacher, I know I will repeat things twice, especially if I want you to write those things down. I'll say, write this down, and then I'll say what you need to say, and then I'll repeat it twice. And I'm pretty sure that my sub will continue to do that. Okay, so that's all for how to take notes. In the way that you go back, you can click the backspace button if you want to start a new section, or you can click the tab button to move it over. Now, I think that's all you really need to know. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me, or you can ask the sub, or really any upperclassman who's ever had me before. All right, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this was a helpful lecture.